बदले की होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे भूल करती कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना।
हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽद्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगा द्विश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्य माना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्ता बृहद्वदेम विदधे सुवीरा त्वया जुष्टा ऋषिर्भवति देवी त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधाम इन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विना बुभावा दत्तां पुष्करस्रजाम् अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः देवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मा मेधासुरभिर्जुषतागुं स्वाहा आमा मेधासुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगति जगम्या ऊर्जस्पति पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मा मेधासु प्रतीकाजुषन्तां मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि इन्द्रियं ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो प्राजो ददातु ॐ हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्तर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽद्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवदारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवम् ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्ति।
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the procession of the class of 2022 and for the traditional ceremony of lighting the lamp and the humble offering of flowers to Ma Saraswati.
ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः
Audience, please rise.
वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षोररिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Audience, please be seated. Namaste. Welcome to the Valedictory ceremony for the TGES class of 2022. Class of 2022, please take your seats. May I request everyone to please switch off their mobile phones or put them on vibrating mode. The Valedictory ceremony is in 3 parts: homage to the nation, homage to the parents, homage to the gurus. The Shishyas traditionally leave the guru's ashram with an exhortation. The Shishyas exult in the newfound freedom, but are serious and somber at the same time, knowing that they carry with them a heavy responsibility, the hopes and aspirations of their gurus, their families, and their motherland. Ladies and gentlemen, the traditional Crossroads student addresses. Representatives of class of 2022 will share their thoughts and emotions at this momentous occasion as they stand at this major crossroad in their lives. The first traditional Crossroads student address by Bhargavi Mehta and Krishna Manvar.
Namaste and a very good evening to everyone present here. As I stand here on this special occasion, I find myself feeling ambivalent. On the one hand, I'm excited for what the future holds for us, while a part of me yearns to go back to my childhood. Starting from the doll houses and ball pits in KJB to the canteen area in the main building, all the parts of this great school are engraved in memory. I remember how we would die to get a happy face drawn on our arms and would silently walk in a straight line with our hands at the back. And how can we forget the field trips to factories, night outs at Wadi, and the cutthroat competition to win the Sparky Champ label?
Fast forward a few years and we were in the 10th grade. The 10th grade was all about the boards. And let me confess that I was low-key happy when the last few exams were cancelled. Back then, I did not know that it would last for a while. The next 2 years was something different and taught us a lot. There were a lot to adjust to, not only for us, but also our parents and our teachers. Our school has kept up with the changes, and how. I might have enjoyed complaining then, but today I'd like to take this chance to express my gratitude. Thank you. We might not have had the same experience as some of our seniors, but hey, we got online morning assemblies, aesthetic arts fest, and some sweet sleep during advisories.
Being a part of the class of 2022 was truly unique. We have been a part of a revolution in education without even realizing it. Though sometimes, of course, we took advantage of the liberties of the hybrid mode and had our teachers wondering, what kind of a breed are we raising at SNK? But in our hearts, we know that they will never forget their first Zoom batch.
Our school has gone above and beyond to provide us with the best of the best, be it teachers, resources, and an ideal school environment. It has always been a cornucopia of opportunities. I'm really grateful to all the amazing teachers, staff members, and the entire Galaxy education system for all that they've done for us. Here's to hoping that when we reunite, we do so as stronger individuals. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhargavi and Krishna. The second traditional crossroads student addressed by Diti Akbari and Raina Mehta.
Namaste. Respected teachers, parents, administrators, and the amazing class of 2022. Congratulations, we've done it. All the hard work has finally paid off. And we've all had a roller coaster ride. From week-long quarantines to distance learning, masked classes to countless pending Google Classroom assignments, to brunch check-ins and monster-fueled all-nighters, and numerous other things.
It wasn't long before that we stepped into this building and it accepted us wholeheartedly as whoever we were. SNK has become a second home, and it feels like we're leaving two homes and two families when we leave for college. Goodbyes aren't easy, and this one is probably the hardest goodbye we'll have to say. Goodbye to our friends, our teachers, and this institution.
We formed relationships with people we love, people we care about, people that went through this crazy journey with us. We have now learned how to foster these relationships through these tough times, and quite literally find meaning behind the saying, through thick and thin, at a much younger age. We were thrown into this thunderstorm of uncertainty and irregularities, but we fought in it in ways we could have never imagined.
A new beginning awaits us, and life is going to move at a tremendous speed. And that is why it is important to stop, breathe, and celebrate achievements, friendships, and a beautiful journey. It is said that friends are the only family you get to choose. So let us promise our friends that we won't lose touch. And when we bump into each other someday, we will laugh like we always did. Let us promise our teachers that they will never be forgotten and will always hold a special place in our hearts. And let us hug our families to have constantly been there for us.
As I look into the crowd before me, I sense a wave of emotions from everyone present here. Although we are all very excited to have been finished with this chapter in our lives, the same fear we felt as freshmen still looms in our stomachs. The fear of failure, the fear of the future, the fear of the unknown.
We all have the capacity of doing something great. We entered these premises with tiny feet, little hands, and handkerchiefs pinned on our shirts. And we're leaving today as adults in grown-up clothes, ready to conquer the world. So put on your best suit and bring your A game into this new chapter, because class of 2022, it's showtime.
Thank you, Diti and Rena. The third traditional crossroads student addressed by Shriya Ghia and Pushti Faldu.
आदरणीय सभापति महोदया, माननीय शिक्षकगण और मेरे प्यारे सहपाठियों।
Shriya, it's actually good evening, parents, teachers, esteemed guests, and of course, the class of 2022. To ensure clear communication with our social media generation, hashtags and pop culture references will be used. Hashtag you're welcome.
During our school years, the world was plagued with great dangers, such as the coronavirus, the earthquake, and facial acne. But we still managed to graduate. So let us congratulate ourselves by giving a big round of applause.
It was around 12 years ago today that we came on this labyrinth known as SN Kansagra. As young, timid children, we found ourselves lost in its campus like they were the changing staircases of Hogwarts. We went from singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star
to my tricksy spirit, my delicate Ariel. We anticipated our cataclysmic doom back in 2012 and in 2020. And back then, Yellow House used to always stand last.
Oh, wait, it still does.
Hashtag sorry not sorry. We're all guilty of counting down our last days.
But we now realize that maybe this wasn't so bad. So much has changed ever since we left the Baloria campus.
For example, our hair color,
Can't buy pav bhaji, and even the school Wi-Fi password.
a wise man once said, education is what remains after one has forgotten everything she or he learns through textbooks. After so many years in SNK, we have learned how to learn, and we have been taught not so much what to think, but how to think, and that is the true measure of our SNK education.
SNK has helped us find confidence in being ourselves and pushing the limits of success. And when we have gone all the way, let us acknowledge those who have gotten us there. To our teachers who are all united by one line,
This is the worst class I've ever had.
you have made us who we are today. And we promise to always carry your wise words with us for years to come.
Also, let us take a moment to thank our parents sitting here who have given us the privilege to rise above the basics and be the purposeful individuals that we seek to be. And last,
But not the least,
let us express our sincerest gratitude to one another.
shout out to all my friends sitting in the audience.
Our time here together as a senior class will not be remembered by grades, popularity, likes, or favorites, but by our friendships, our relationships, the kind of people we were. These are legacies, the kind we must leave.
Whether we were in 6th grade or 12th, it's realistic to say that most of us have no clue what we want to do with our lives. And it honestly might scare us. But each one of us has the opportunity to go out and figure out what we want to do.
But know that you're still allowed to say, I don't know, or I'll get back to you.
To conclude, here is some valuable advice. In the words of Monica Geller,
welcome to the real world.
It's chaotic.
You're gonna love it.
You really are.
It's been a hashtag splendid 12 years together.
Here's to the one beside me and to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya and Pushti. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the class of 2022. The graduating seniors will come down as they are introduced. Once they are all assembled around the map of the nation, they will accept the symbolic lamp of knowledge from their teachers, their gurus. This gesture signifies the responsibility the graduating seniors take with them as they move out into the world. The responsibility of being the nation's torchbearers, of spreading peace, happiness, and well-being. The students will then take the pledge to the nation. Class of 2022, please come down as you're introduced.
Twisha Patel, focused, disciplined. Jia Patel, kind, candid. Dhruvi Kataria, calm, joyful. Pushti Faldu, inquisitive, considerate. Yesha Shah, supportive, caring. Ditti Akbari, passionate, dreamer. Tanisha Rathod, honest, adventurous. Riva Surana, tenacious, witty. Vidisha Kasundara, vigilant, pure-hearted. Aditi Talatia, creative, fun-loving. Steffi Alex, helpful, compassionate. Rena Mehta, benevolent, outgoing. Anjali Pari, humble, sincere. Yashashvi Solanki, artistic, sweet. Hetvi Karya, candid, outspoken. Heta Shah, amiable, free-spirited. Neha Rebadia, helpful, passionate. Bhargavi Mehta, positive, jovial. Misha Agrawal, dreamy, optimistic. Margi Nalyapara, helpful, courageous.
Vrusha Vachani, kind, cheerful. Rashi Meghani, compassionate, lively. Mishri Vaishnani, independent, open-minded. Radha Dhamsania, creative, kind. Forum Mandavya, gracious, gentle. Isha Shah, energetic, cheerful. Gatha Kamdar, spontaneous, amiable. Kalyani Zala, sensitive, artistic. Krupali Vaghela, optimistic, inventive. Pavitra Dholakia, productive, ambitious. Karishma Vaghela, flexible, dependable. Tulsi Rathod, passionate, tenacious. Krishna Manvar, creative, organized. Jaitra Gajjar, curious, ambitious. Ruhi Parsana, enthusiastic, easygoing. Risha Hapani, calm, artistic. Bhavya Isotia, bubbly, compassionate. Shail Jahan Salia, artistic, driven. Hetvi Raichura, innovative, ambitious. Yashvi Pujara, outgoing, humorous. Sakshi Pansurya, cheerful, creative. Hemanshi Parsana, good-hearted, joyous. Vishwa Parmar, kind, hardworking. Misha Basolanki, easygoing, fearless. Kripali Vadgama, enthusiastic, witty. Hetvi Dholakia, confident, versatile. Darshi Parsana, bold, diligent. Diya Sanghvi, courageous, caring. Birva Gondalia, outgoing, benevolent. Devanshi Shah, calm, respectful. Urvi Sherasya, outspoken, free-spirited. Vahal Makadia, wise, courageous. Nandini Lakhwani, hardworking, humorous. Jia Makadia, helpful, friendly. Gatha Bhuva, ambitious, motivated. Mahek Chandi Bhamar, enthusiastic, cheerful. Kajol Dadhania, passionate, honest. Vishwa Kotak, compassionate, intellectual. Sakshi Bhorania, affable, tenacious. Kashish Bhoot, empathetic, courageous. Janya Govani, thoughtful, prudent. Zarna Suru, calm, funny. Ananya Rajesh, artsy, outgoing. Mahek Savalia, creative, composed. Shriya Ghia, opinionated, imaginative. Pooja Shah, curious, passionate. Brinda Dhorda, spirited, bold. Harshvi Adeshra, hilarious, helpful. Devanshi Ramani, creative, sincere. Nishi Parekh, kind, joyful. Gracie Dudhatra, carefree, loyal. Harshvi Parekh, ingenious, diligent. Mansi Faldu, graceful, lively. Hetvi Patel, cheerful, generous. Pratiksha Dadhania, responsible, focused.
Jeel Bhoot, humorous, humble. Akshat Dabhi, charismatic, humorous. Shrey Bavishi, optimistic, cheerful. Samarth Makwana, versatile, jovial. Veer Shah, humble, joyful. Jai Borania, honest, enthusiastic. Naitik Jasani, dynamic, resilient. Om Oza, sincere, sporty. Tapan Khetani, ambitious, determined. Jai Davda, patient, dedicated. Hem Lal, generous, sincere. Darshit Rai Tata, versatile, humble. Jimit Thakrar, spiritual, patriotic. Darshit Vadgama, sporty, dynamic. Harsh Singhala, kind, friendly. Pranjal Chadotra, charming, amiable. Neel Makadia, joyful, determined. Ashray Kanabar, positive, focused. Priyesh Thakrar, obedient, courageous. Varen Desai, generous, ambitious. Brahm Thumar, creative, diligent. Arsh Thamsania, diligent, reliable. Naman Patel, cheerful, humble. Alan Kansagra, quiet, sincere. Dhruv Hingrajya, focused, sporty. Malav Patel, hardworking, versatile. Harit Soratia, dynamic and trustworthy. Janish Rabadia, ambitious, persistent. Om Haradia, composed, determined. Atman Sakparia, adventurous, calm. Deep Malani, sport, jovial. Namya Khoyani, composed, dynamic. Sujal Farsana, enthusiastic, optimistic. Poojan Virani, grateful, cheerful. Harvish Patel, humble, diligent. Dhruv Salla, artistic, resilient. Dhruv Vagasya, honest, creative. Spandan Mehta, sincere, hardworking. Manav Godhani, sincere, calm. Keval Hindocha, dedicated, calm. Soham Changela, confident, versatile. Vedant Dhaduk, modest, diligent. Manas Sanchania, humble, expressive. Khush Dhaduk, organized, optimistic. Frank Kasundra, cheerful, focused. Dhruv Bavaria, humble, sporty. Viren Lodhia, optimistic, passionate. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the class of 2022. teachers are requested to pass the symbolic lamp of knowledge to the class of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, the national flag and the TGES house colors. Audience, please take your seats. Deepthi ma'am will lead the class of 2022 in the pledge to the nation. Class of 2022, please repeat the pledge after Deepthi ma'am.
भारत मेरा देश है, सभी भारतवासी मेरे भाई बहन हैं। मुझे अपने देश से प्रेम है और इसकी समृद्धि तथा बहुविध परंपरा पर गर्व है। हम हमेशा इसके योग्य बनने का प्रयत्न करते रहेंगे। हम अपने माता-पिता, अध्यापकों और सभी बड़ों का सम्मान करेंगे। हम प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं कि अपने देश और देशवासियों के प्रति एकनिष्ठ रहेंगे। उनकी भलाई और समृद्धि में ही हमारा सुख निहित है। जय हिंद।
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the national flag exits. Audience, please take your seats. The class of 2022 is requested to place their lamps around the map of nation, symbolizing an awareness that they are to be instrumental in spreading light, hope, and joy to dispel darkness, despair, and sadness. Class of 2022, you may now place the lamps.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे
2022, please take your place on the stage. Class of 2022, please be seated. We continue with the student addresses. The fourth traditional Crossroads student address by Krupali Vadgama and Harshvi Parekh.
Namaste and a hearty welcome to all. Today, as we are celebrating this occasion by donning our finest traditionals,
giving all the actors and actresses a run for their money,
allow me to congratulate you all. Things might not always go the way we plan, but I know that we can all agree that this batch is resilient. We have survived 2 lockdowns, the scorching heat wave, and 2 lengthy board exams.
As our time in this school comes to an end, we've realized that our textbooks contain more than just theories. They contain life lessons.
How can we ever forget that unsolicited advice from Prospero, being that we can't carry all things, all grudges. Growing up and moving into new chapters of our life is about catch and release. It's all about a roller coaster ride, and when you're riding it, scream in exaltation, have fun with a crowd, not all alone.
This is exactly what our flex classes taught us, that winning isn't important. What is important is the sweat and the tears that we shed together during those staybacks and practices. During practices, before mixing 2 chemicals, we analyzed the change that this reaction would bring about. Similarly, we too must think about the reaction and the changes that others around us will experience due to our life experiments.
If you're stuck, then just take inspiration from some higher grade mathematics. Why? It is filled with variables. And any question that you can think of has more than one method to find the value of that variable. But if you want to get this right, there is only one way. That is, by maintaining a balance on each step of the equation. And how do we achieve this homeostasis? By not being too judgmental and implementing various approaches to life, just like we do in psychology.
Standing on the stage as students for the last time is a bittersweet moment for us, as we bid goodbye to everything familiar and everything comfortable. The time has come to hold our imaginary hats and throw them in the air, and don the hat of a sailor. All of us are about to embark on another journey out in the vast ocean of adulthood.
The scary thing is that we're on our own now. But the cool thing is, we are on our own now. So when you fail and bad things happen to you, remember to recover patiently and learn from them. Life accelerates in steps, not in an inverted U-graph. Oh, this reminds me of a famous quote by none other than our favorite Mr. William Shakespeare.
We would not like to miss the last chance to quote him now, would we?
Our doubts are traitors and make us lose that we oft might win by fearing to attempt.
We feel so proud to share this day with you all. Let us make this night one that we will never forget. We would like to thank everyone who has been a part of this wonderful journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Krupali and Harshvi. Ladies and gentlemen, for the traditional valedictory staff address, please welcome Purvi Parsthana ma'am.
I wandered lonely as a cloud, floating high over the hills and valleys. All at once, I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Good evening and a very warm welcome to one and all present here today. As beautifully laid out by William Wordsworth, these are a few lines from Daffodils. While I was pondering what I wanted to share today, nostalgically, these lines came to my mind as I had recited them as a grade 5 student sometime in the year 2001. It did bring back a lot of fond memories on this very stage. Now, you too shall have such memories to cherish and look back upon. Each one of you will have a story to share and an anecdote to tell. As you make a place for yourself in the world, you are going to remember these days that you have spent with us. These memories are going to be locked safe and be taken out as you want to relive your school days. Take these as little doses of vitality that you will extract and bank on when you feel drained in life. Memories will remind you about the strong foundation that this institute has given you. Yours is a very special batch that holds a special place in my heart because I started my teaching career as an advisor and a teacher for many of you in the year 2015. I have seen you grow up and move into adolescence, and I have seen you gaining maturity and confidence over a period of time. Thresholds change with different stages in our lifetime, only to let us through to the next chapter of the story. Chapters unfold as the story is told, but characters remain intact. They are built to remain intact. Your school has played a very strong role in building your strong character and your personality. You are the hero of your story. Remember, neither Rome nor you were built in a day. So continue upgrading and updating your skills and knowledge as you move out in the world. There is no set age marked to end the process of learning. Your journey here does not end. The process of learning is just beginning. Helen Keller rightly said, "I am only one, but I am still one. I cannot do everything, but I can still do something. I will not refuse to do something that I can do." Never shy away from walking that extra mile forward to achieve your goals and dreams in life. Life happens. It's not going to get any easier as you move out. There will be wins and there will be failures. Take your failures as obstacles that can be tackled and overcome them. Face them, move on. Because no matter what the outcome, you will come out richer and much more equipped to face toughest challenges and situations in life. Do so with humility and integrity. These are the two pillars that will see you through the life's biggest challenges. Be human, be humble, as being a good world citizen is the need of the hour. Do something that is going to make a positive difference to the lives of many around you, as they may not be equally fortunate as you are. If not for anyone else, make the right decision and choose the right purposeful path for the person you see in the mirror. Today, as an extremely proud loco-parentis, we bid fare thee well to you. No matter where the life journey takes you, this place is always going to be your second home, come what may, and we will be around to guide you when the need be. Till then, may the roads rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft on your field. Until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. God bless you with immense success, knowledge, and happiness in all your future endeavors. On behalf of the teaching fraternity, I take this opportunity to congratulate the class of 2022. Congratulations once again. God bless you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. The traditional threshold parent address on behalf of parents of graduating class of 2022. Please welcome Mrs. Urmi Kotak.
A very good evening to all the respected teachers, parents, and students. Today, standing here as a parent reminds me of the days when I was one of the students sitting over there and bidding goodbye to my school. Yes, I am a proud alumni of SNK school. It is a different feeling when your child studies in the same school as you have. The comfort and the trust you have in the institution cannot be expressed in words. My daughter Vishwa was a student in grade 12F. The day she decided to take up humanities as her career, the only name that came in my mind was SNK School. The school has changed the mindset of the society to look upon humanities as a stream. The combination of subjects offered in the stream, the galaxy of teachers who are called the gems of the education world, are the part of this institution, heading the higher secondary section of the school. What a teacher writes on the blackboard of life can never be erased. A child in higher secondary, as you all know, has various insecurities and doubts as to what to pursue, and even as parents, we are not sure as what would be best for our child. It is said that the school is a second home for the child. As Dan Rather rightly said, the dream begins with a teacher who believes in you, who tugs, pushes, and leads you to the next plateau, sometimes even poking you with a sharp stick called truth. My experience with the teachers here has been very rewarding and satisfying. Every subject teacher has thoroughly taken efforts to make the student realize as to where the real potential of the child lies. The practical workshops and the training sessions have really helped them. The brainstorming that the SNK team has done could not be possible anywhere else. I'll still remember the day Vishwa entered this school. She has always been a confident child, but here confidence has reached a pinnacle. I could see an all-round development in her and could see her grow into a beautiful adult, ready to face the real world with full zeal and conviction. And of course, the same goes with every student present here. Yes? Yes? I feel immense gratitude and content for the kind of support and learnings the teachers and the overall staff of the school has given to each and every student. As a parent representative, I am sure that these are the feelings of all the parents present here. And last but not the least, a big salute to the entire team of SNK for shaping this future of our children, who are going to be the future of the nation. I'm again deeply thankful to the team of SNK and would request all present there to carry the same feeling with a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022 and their parents will exchange the traditional Shravan letters during this part of the ceremony. The legend of Shravan expresses humility and gratitude, but even more importantly, responsibility flowing from that humility and gratitude. Only God could have created something as strong and as unselfish as the love of parents. And what do we give in return? We are unthinking at times, lost in our own selfish worlds. A gentle reminder then to the class of 2022, no matter what happens to you out there in the world, do not forget your parents. They, with their undying love, will certainly not forget you.
Bye.
invite the graduating class to come and pay their respects to their parents. Class of 2022, please take your places in the blessing circle.
Of the class of 2022, I invite you to take your place opposite your wards in the blessing circle. Class of 2022, this moment will never again come in the same way. A moment to communicate your deepest and truest feelings to your parents, the most important persons in your life, in the presence of all the persons you value most.
जो
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shravan moment is here. The traditional exchange of gratitude notes between parent and child. Parents and graduating seniors, you may exchange your Shravan notes. A wonderful moment to be cherished forever. Class of 2022, you may take the blessings of your parents. Parents are requested to return to their seats. Requested to return to their seats.
Pushpo bichhaya आराह पर नाराह पर कटक कभी मन सो नहीं भूलो भले बीजू बधू माँ बाप ने भूल सो नहीं भूलो भले बीजू बधू माँ बाप ने भूल सो नहीं भले बीजू
Parents are requested to return to their seats.
माँ बाप ने भूल सो नहीं माँ बाप ने भूल सो नहीं माँ बाप ने भूल सो नहीं माँ बाप ने भूल सो नहीं
I request the graduating class of 2022 to return to their places. Class of 2022, please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictory address for tonight is by Kiran sir. Let us welcome him with a standing ovation.
Don't say.
Please be seated.
सरखी कर लियो साड़ी. Namaste, class of 2022 and parents of the class of 2022. That was actually the most important part of today's ceremony. When you express gratitude towards your parents, because if you had to identify the single most important reason for everything that you have enjoyed in your lives up till now, they, your parents, are the reason. Normally, a valedictory address is delivered by a chief guest. And you may wonder, those of you who are here for the first time might wonder, why isn't there somebody like the collector or maybe a minister or a well-known person from the world of literature or knowledge making this valedictory address? અગાઉ આપણે બોલાવતા હતા પણ ટાઈમસર કોઈ ન આવે. And that is why we decided that our valedictory addresses will now be delivered internally by me and possibly others as we go forward. So, what does a valedictory address include when so much of what has to be said to a graduating class has already been said? Some of you have addressed the class and the audience. A parent has addressed the class and audience. A staff member has done it, and they have told you all the things that you need to know, apart from, of course, several years of advisory during which you heard all the things that you needed to know as well. So this is a difficult moment. How can I add value to what has already been said? And as I sat thinking this morning, what can I share that can be one last kernel of wisdom that may stand you in good stead no matter where you are in your lives? Three things. They're not necessarily connected, but yet, like all wisdom, they are. The first one, till the moment of choice, you have control. Till the moment of choice, you have control. Once you make the choice controls you. I'll give you an example so that you understand what I'm saying and how it applies in life. And many years back, your parents made the choice to enroll you in this institution. Till they made the choice, they had multiple schools that they could have looked at. But once they made the choice, then everything after that went according to the guidelines and the policies that rule SNK. Similarly, when your parents were making the choice to get married, and take special note of this because you may go through this yourselves, that when your parents were making the choice to get married, and particularly this might apply to fathers who are here, till they decided on your mother, they had all the choice in the world, right? And many of them may have actually exercised that choice by looking at multiple matches before they settled on your mom. And sometime tonight you might actually quiz your father કે કેટલી છોકરી જોઈ અને પછી નક્કી કર્યું તમે. And it was this entire idea of choice, right? That till you make that decision, anybody out there is a possibility for your life partner. But once you have made the choice, now your fathers are controlled by their choice. You no longer have all the options that you had previously, and of course vice versa. It goes both ways. Another example, tomorrow you are likely to be buying a car. Now, till you actually decide on which car, every car dealer is going to fall at your feet in an effort to sell you their model, their car, their brand. But once you make the choice of which car to buy, then if you have bought a Ford, then the Ford dealership now controls you. Till that point in time, you were in control, but once you purchase the car, now your choice controls you. Similarly, till you actually pay your fees to a particular college and you actually step on that campus and start attending classes, you could be going to any college. Common sense applies, of course, if you haven't taken the subjects. that you had to for some colleges, you will not be able to go there. But otherwise, you have a wide variety of colleges to choose from. And colleges will fall at your feet in order to get you to come to their campus. But once you make the choice begins to control you. So remember this. As you go through life, you will always be making choices. The time to think about which is the smart choice is before making the choice. Once you have made the choice, don't try to second guess yourself. Stop thinking about whether you made the right choice or not, because you already thought about it before making the choice. Once you have made the choice, happily embrace the choice for maximum leverage of your potential. The second thing that I think it is well worth your while to take with you is this particular statement. Pay attention again very carefully. What you do is so loud that I cannot hear what you say. Let me repeat that. What you do is so loud that I cannot hear what you say. As you go through life, many times you will use words to convince somebody, to convey something. But remember, if your actions and what you do don't match your words, they are going to pay attention to what you do, your actions, and they are not going to pay attention to your words. Now, you may have already exercised this in your lives with your parents, maybe with some other elders, maybe with some teachers, where you saw a contradiction between what they said and what they did. And invariably, young people or anybody that is being advised is more likely to follow what they have seen their advisors doing, rather than what they are saying. So remember, what you do can be so loud that nobody can hear what you say. The final thing is the singularity is coming. Are you prepared for the singularity? Do you know what the singularity is? Perhaps you've heard me talk about it in some forum or the other. You missed so many assemblies, otherwise you would have heard me say all these things. So the singularity is that time in the world when a computer will be able to do everything that a human brain can do. A group of experts across the world, from different fields, they gather every year to identify when this might occur. When a computer, possibly your phone, might be able to do the same thing that our human brains can do. So what does that mean? And when is this time likely to happen? What are the experts saying? You can go home tonight and Google singularity and you'll see for yourself. What they are saying is this might occur in the year 2045 or thereabouts. So what will happen when singularity happens? By 2045, some of you will contribute to medical science in such a way that you will find a cure for every disease that currently kills us. So what will that mean? That if medical science is going to find a cure for cancer, for AIDS, for heart problems, for anything that currently kills us prematurely, your lifespan is going to be radically different from my generation's lifespan. We are expecting to live to maybe 80, 85. Me personally, up to 120, but that's a different matter. Okay. So most people, my generation, are expecting to live to about 85. Your generation is going to live to be about 150. That's what singularity is going to do for your generation. Your lifespan is 150. So if you are worrying about which career to pick, know that you are going to have multiple careers in your life. All of you will follow 5, 6 different careers by the time your 150 years are up. So confidently go with the one that instinct tells you is what you are going to enjoy most for now. 7, 8, 10 years from now, you are going to relearn. You are going to again acquire skills that will prepare you for another career. And then another decade later, you might go through the same learning cycle and adopting another career over and over again during your lifespan. So singularity is going to change our lives in ways that we currently don't anticipate. For example, again, this example of marriage always brings a smile to everybody's lips, right? Because your parents are going through the experience and you are likely to go through experience in the future. So if you are going to live to be 150, how careful are you going to be with your choice? If you make the wrong choice, you could be stuck with somebody for a very, very long time, right? So life is going to change in a number of different ways. There are going to be careers that singularity brings about that we cannot even imagine at the moment. What you are likely to be doing 15 years from now does not exist at this time. But because of some of the research that many of you will do, there will be new careers and new ways of doing things that will create unforeseen opportunities that you will be able to take advantage of. So while you have had 2 unfortunate years because of the pandemic, and think about the pandemic, and one of the things you think about is that in 10 months we found a vaccine. Medical science found a response to a pandemic in 10 months, which normally takes 10 years. That's an example of what is going to happen as we go forward. So make your choices knowing that you have control till you make the choice. Find people that speak and do the same things. Be wary of those who do not. એને ગણતર કહેવાય, right? જે ગણેલા હોય ને, they are seeing through the hypocrisy that many people that you will encounter will be putting forth. So singularity is coming, and with it will come opportunities that you are not even thinking about at this point in time. Go forth confidently into the world, knowing that this planet and this time of our existence, it is going to offer you unimaginable opportunities. You are going to have things that my generation and your parents' generation have never had before. All the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us thank Sir for inspiring us with his empowering words.
Jignasa ma'am and Kiran sir will lead the class of 2022 in the exhortation, following the tradition of the ancient Gurukul system. The exhortation is the Guru's traditional farewell address. It is also when the Shishya conveys courage of conviction and commitment to the ideal of appropriate and effective behavior. Class of 2022, please read along and declare your affirmation.
Aham tvam evam upadeshami satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayat ma pramadah acharyaya priyam dhanam arutya prajatantum ma vyavachhetsi.
I exhort you as follows. Speak the truth. Do your duty. Neglect not the study of higher knowledge. Treat your teacher with respect and gratitude, and fail not in taking upon yourself the burden of life.
Satyan pramaditavyam, dharman pramaditavyam, kushalan pramaditavyam, bhutye na pramaditavyam, swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam, deva pitru karyabhyam na pramaditavyam.
You shall not be negligent of truth. You shall not be negligent of duty. You shall not be negligent of social welfare. You shall not be negligent to the study and teaching of higher knowledge. You shall not be negligent of the duties unto God or unto the heritage which our forefathers have left behind them.
Matru devo bhava, pitru devo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atithi devo bhava, yani anavadyani karmani tani sevitavyani no itarani, yani asmakam sucharitani tani tvaya upasyani no itarani.
Let your mother be as your goddess whom you adore. Let your father be unto you as your God. Let your teacher be unto you as your God. You shall serve your guest as your God. You shall practice acts which are irreproachable and no others.
ये केच अस्मत् श्रेयांसः ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वया आसने न प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयम् श्रिया देयं रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम्.
Treat men of high learning and character with respect. You shall give with faith and reverence. Without faith you shall not give. You shall give with humility and with sympathy.
अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलुक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथ अभि आख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलुक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः.
If you have any doubt in the course of your action, learn from the behavior of men of high learning and character who are competent to judge, devoted, kind and virtuous. Even as they act, so do you. Treat those who are accused or arraigned by their fellow men in the same manner as do such men of high learning and character.
एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषद् एतद् अनुशासनम् एवम् उपासितव्यम् एवम् ऊच एतद् उपास्यम् शिवास्थे पन्थानः सन्तु.
This is the teaching, this the exhortation, this the doctrine of high knowledge, this is the instruction. Thus you shall practice, yes, you shall act in the way, in this way, may your path be blessed.
With a heavy heart, we come to the final farewell. The Shishya is about to leave. perhaps never to return. Even if he or she does, it will be in a different avatar. Gurus will come forward to bless the graduating class one final time. TGES Gurus, please come forward to take your places in the blessing circle. The class of 2022, please come down to receive the final blessing.
शरीरं स्वरूपं सदा योगमोक्तं यशशार्जितं धनं मे तुल्यं पुरोरन्तिकाते पदश्चेन लाभं पुरोरन्तिकाते
It is time. You are now ready to leave. The final blessing from the Gurus will signal your passage from boy to man, girl to woman, dependent to independent. When you complete the circle, your journey both ends and begins. Fare thee well. Students may seek the blessings of their teachers.
माया सब प्रभु गिरधर नागर मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नागर उलट भई मोरे नयनन के उलट भई मोरे नयनन के मोह लागी चरण की चरण बिना
Congratulations, class of 2022. School is behind you. College and the real world awaits. Our prayers will always be with you. And as a final parting gift, the beloved anthem, Chodo Kal Ki Baatein. Audience, please stand. All here, please join your hands. Let us together herald a new dawn.
छोड़ो कल की बात पुरानी, नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी। छोड़ो कल की बात पुरानी, नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी। आज पुरानी जंजीरों को तोड़ चुके हैं, जाने के उस मंजिल को जो छोड़ चुके हैं। प्यार की दर पे जा पहुंचा है आज ज़माना, जगत से हमने नाता जोड़ चुके हैं। नया दौर है, नई उम्र है, अब है नई जवानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी। हमको दिखने का जहर है और बनाने, अभी पलटना है कितने दरियाओं का, राहों से आज बसानी। नया दौर है, नई उम्र है, अब है नई जवानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी। छोड़ो कल की बातें, कल की बात पुरानी, नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, 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 हम हिंदुस्तानी।
Please get ready for the national anthem. Assembly, Savdhan.
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा, द्राविड उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे, जय हे, जय हे।
Assembly, Vishram. Goodbyes are not forever. Goodbyes are not the end. They simply mean we'll miss you until we meet again. So best of luck, class of 2022, until we meet again. Students, please stay in the circle. Volunteers will present your souvenirs to you. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
La la